You know it's bad when the second period starts and you look at the TV and you say, oh, good. Thank God they put Schmidt on the second pair.
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right, Panther fans. So we got the Penguins tonight, and then no goals, no games for 4 days. Well, basically Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We don't play again till Friday and then Sunday of next week. So we're going to get rest for whatever that's worth, and certainly we need it after you've seen how we've looked. We didn't look bad against Columbus, but yesterday against the Capitals, I'm pretty sure I could have skated faster than half of our guys. We just don't have the legs. So I'm assuming that Bubba is in net tonight. I thought he was in net last night, but I think Maurice just didn't want to subject Bobrovsky to the abomination that was our defense last night. There's nothing we can do about it here tonight. There's no call-up. There's nothing we could do to really fix anything unless you really wanted to roll the dice and put Kiersted out there instead of Bournefoot. But I think Bournefoot's getting close to the point in games played where I'm not sure if he's there yet, but pretty soon, if you tried to send him back, he'd have to go through waivers, and who knows what would happen. So I think he's here to stay for at least the time being. Now, last night, obviously, Leafs blew their game. Okay, they had a 2-0 lead on Nashville. They lost that. Tampa lost to Utah. So it was no harm, no foul in terms of the standings last night. Now, I don't really know what to expect out of this game. It's the first game home after a long road trip. And it's back-to-back. It's just the stupidest scheduling I've ever seen. Now, Pittsburgh's one of those teams that are not making the playoffs, but they are still arguably, if you really wanted to stretch things, they're still in the playoff hunt, but it ain't going to happen. So we don't know what kind of energy they're going to bring. I would suspect if we could get out to about a 2-goal lead, maybe we could keep that. You think we could hold a 2-goal lead? It would be nice. Stop giving up 3 goals a period. Let's start there. All right, Panthers, just do something better than what you did yesterday. So, we are going to regret. I have a bad feeling this team is going to regret that Zito did not go out and get any other kind of veteran, solid, experienced defenseman to be the guys off the bench instead of Balinskis and Bournefoot. Because now it's Balinskis' turn to look terrible. Oh my gosh. It's 2-1 Pittsburgh after 1. We got a goal. Reinhart got a goal. I don't even know if we held the lead for a minute or two with a bad giveaway and then another bad giveaway. And it's 2-1 Pittsburgh. And now obviously, you lose Ekblad, then you lose Kulikov. So when a team is going to be down 2 guys, you're going to have less than adequate players on the ice. I would not be against at this point with the way that these guys are playing. If Kulikov if Kulikov is going to remain out for another 2 weeks, would not be against giving Matt Kiersted an opportunity to just see if he can just play hockey without giving the puck away, because Balinskis has been bad. He looked serviceable the first half of the year, but recently with the giveaways and just losing the puck along the boards, you're the defenseman. You have the puck in your own zone. You have one job. It's just one, man. Get it out of the zone. Damn it. Even if you got to ice the puck, you can't lose the puck right there at the blue line to an opposing player. You just can't do it. It's not good. This is not good, man. All right, let's move on to the second period. All right, so it's 3-2 Pittsburgh after 2. And apparently, in the last couple shifts of the period, Mikkola went to the locker room and wasn't on the ice. So, he'll come back, right? He's fine. He blocked the shot. He had to take a leak. He lost the contact lens. He cut himself shaving. His sock ripped and it fell out. Anything. He can't be hurt. He just put him in the clone machine. Just put him in the same damn clone machine we put Forsling in. This is going to be a long last, 12 games? This is game 71, right? Yeah. This is brutal. I mean, it's not like we're getting, ripped to shreds. Reinhardt has both goals, and nobody else can score. Nobody else can score, and we can't defend, and there's just giveaways all over the ice. We had a little bit of momentum when we made it 3-2, but we've seen this movie before, right? How many times have we seen this movie this year where we get down 2 goals, we get the 1 goal, and then just nothing comes after that? Okay, boy, this season is just so unlike anything else we've ever had. Champs. Let's move on to third period.
We are going to overtime! Oh, we are going to the shootout, and it is my favorite part of the game!
We'll take it. 1, 2, 3, and 2 points. We'll take. Bennett's okay. Bennett is fine. Don't worry about it. He's fine. So what happens in the third period is Bennett took a shot off the inside of his knee, and he was down. He was down. He did go to the locker room. He did come back and play a couple of shifts, but they put Lundell in his spot. Lundell gets the game-tying goal. Barkov wins it in the shootout. And so we'll take it. We'll take the 2 points, and that's all that matters. Now, Bennett obviously was able to come back and skate and play a couple shifts. Probably going to be sore in that knee, obviously, but I don't suspect there's going to be anything that's going to keep him out any kind of long term. It's unfortunate. I mean, it's fortunate that we have the 4 days off for him to heal, but it's unfortunate that he has to spend the 4 days off healing the knee instead of just getting general rest. So, when Maurice moved Schmidt up to the second pair with Mikkola and left Bornfoot and Beliscus on the bottom pair and really minimized the amount of ice time they got, that seemed to temper things down a little bit there. Obviously, we didn't allow any goals after that. So, while that is not the optimum pairing that you would want with Mikkola and Schmidt, for purposes of tonight, it worked. So that's all that matters. In terms of the rest of the lineup, Samoskevich is just all over the ice. The kid is just all over the ice. He didn't get a goal tonight, but it's just like all of the work that kid is doing, you can just tell that he's got legs where these other guys don't. When Bennett went out and they put Lundell, so it ended up being Lundell, Samoskevich, and they've put Boquist on that right wing on the second line because somebody's got to do something. Nobody is scoring from that spot. I would suspect that might be a Marchand Kachuk thing, obviously, later on. Kachuk with Bennett, Samoskevich, and maybe Marchand on the third line because Boquist isn't scoring. But Lundell kind of gets, he got lucky. He got a goal, but he kind of flubbed the shot, and it kind of rolled right on its edge, 5-hole, and that's what tied the game. And we'll take it because it almost looked like we were going to do that thing where it was 3-1, then we got the 3-2 way early, midway through the second period, and then it took us almost the rest of the game to tie it up. Can't go losing too many games. We've got some tough games coming up. We got to get 2 points against teams like the Penguins. No disrespect. It's got to happen. Now, in terms of the rest of the lineup, they did put Sturm at 3C once Bennett obviously was out. He looked, it wasn't, we didn't just see a whole lot of it, but everybody elevated their level of play once Bennett left the ice. So that way it was good to see. It was good to see. We actually did the quote, comeback cats thing, where we had plenty of energy there. I guess they finally figured out that they got 4 days off after this so they could expend some energy. And we did. Forsling, Jones, Jones is looking better and better. Now, he's not looking like Cale Makar, but he is starting to get a little bit better with Forsling. There's a lot less communication problems. So there's that. And then, of course, Bubba. Get yourself settled. There you go. All right, good job, Bubba. All right, good job. He made a save at the end. The last save of the shootout, where he kicks out, I guess it would be his left leg, and he gets his skate right up against the post, but he still needed to bring his right skate behind it to stop the puck from going over the line. And Russ just looked back and was couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. And Bob wasn't even sure. Bob was looking at Russ to see if Russ was celebrating, to see if he allowed the goal or not. Because the referee, Bob's looking that way. Referee was on the other side, so Bob couldn't see. So he was looking at Russ, and Russ just rolling his eyes. And that's how everybody knew that we had won the game. What else did we see? Face-offs, it wasn't all that good tonight in the face-off. It appears as though Barkov is saving his skating for overtime. Is basically when all of a sudden he decides he was okay tonight. He had one chance in front that it looked like it was hard to tell if he just lost the puck or tried an ill-advised pass to Reinhardt. He does that on a consistent basis. He'll make good moves to get to the net and then pass the puck up. I just wish he would just shoot just a little bit more. In fact, we talked about this on the noon stream a couple days ago with Barkov's shots. I believe on the pace he's at right now, he's on an average of about 50 fewer shots for the season than he would normally have. So I don't know what the hell that's all about. It's certainly not because he's passing the puck to Verhaeghe and him putting it back in the back of the net, because that's not happening either. Nobody's lighting up the scoreboard, but we're still in first place. That's what matters. All right, this one got late enough tonight. I'll be live tomorrow at noon for your therapy session. And then, no Panther games for the 4 days. I'm going to look at the schedule. Colin and I are going to try to do a game on Tuesday night. Either Tuesday or Wednesday night, we're going to do a separate game. Thursday night, we will not, because we're going to auction Thursday night. So we got to go find some eBay merchandise to sell. There was one other thing from the game. I can't quite remember what it was. Oh, Reinhardt, obviously. That is his 11th game. That's his 11th multi-goal game without a hat trick this whole season. So we kind of thought maybe he was going to get one, but didn't happen. We get 2 points anyway. That's all that matters. All right. 11 left. 11. We're getting there. We're getting there. We will survive. Okay? Kulikov is going to come back. He's going to be fine. Bennett's going to be fine. Ekblad will be Ekblad. Chuck will be back. Marchand will be here. Can't say back because it's going to be fine. We could somehow get the rules changed to get a couple extra defensemen in here. It's not too late to make a trade, is it? All right, I'll see you tomorrow at noon.